cut that shit out, man. You talking about letting it go. I ain't letting shit go. No, you a fucking hoe. And you broke my heart, threatening a nigga with a lawsuit. Acting like a bitch, acting like one of these or something. You threatening a nigga with a lawsuit. You threatening to take a nigga to court. Like a police. Like you, what the fuck? I knew from the jump. I had sampled so many of Trill found the record label property. I sampled so much and interpolated so much of their music. I already had a relationship with your label. I knew from the jump you didn't own the music. So when I reached out and I offered you $100,000, fam, you said that wasn't enough. You got me fucked up. I ain't going for nothing. Ain't nobody finna be pressing me and starting me. You got me fucked up. Fuck you, nigga. I ain't giving you nothing, nigga. And you threaten nigga to go to court. You a hoe, nigga. You ain't no gangster. You ain't nothing, nigga. You try to take a nigga to court.
Boy, shut your big ass up, boy. Nigga, you done took 15 niggas' music and made a career out of it, nigga. Boy, you a straight bitch. Nigga, let's talk about, nigga, you done took 20 niggas' music and made a career out of it. Boy, you's a big old talking about your heart ain't never been broke. But every song, nigga, you talking about your heart broke. Nigga, you a cap rapper. You got the whole world saying for nothing. Shut your up, clown ass. Talking about you looked up to. What the f you looking up to and you ain't never done nothing like these? Boy, you took everybody's. You a Muppet baby. Big.
What happened to that Boosie incident? It's like he threatened to sue you about a lyric or something.
Boosie on fire, man. I don't know what Boosie on fire, man. I had the Boosie fade, man. That shit crazy, man.
You had the Boosie fade?
Man, I had the Boosie fade, man. You gotta put the picture right here next to me.
We gonna find it. We gonna put it up there.
I'm gonna give it to you. I had the Boosie fade, man. That shit crazy. I just was showing love, you know what I'm saying? But
he didn't take it as that.
Nah, I guess he didn't, man. But it's so crazy because, like we said, like, you know, growing up in certain, like, my adolescence, you know, the people that I looked up to, like, the real guys in my life, like my dad and my uncle, them boys were gone. Them boys were up the road.
Yeah.
They stood on whatever business they was on. So the TV screen, the YouTube or whatever was our role models, you know what I'm saying? And everything they talked and preached and did, we lived. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And maybe it wasn't even real, you know what I'm saying? And that's the hard part.
Is that really, because I heard people, you know, you never want to meet your idols because they're never what you think they are.
Yep, and it might rearrange something in your brain. Cause now I'm just like, I'm anti-old. I just off rip. I be on old ass all the time just because y'all in the way, man. For real, they be in the way, man. Some of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, someone want to give you the game and want to help you. You know, they might want to be a part of it, but that's cool. But I done just became I got a bad taste in my mouth about how these older guys try to do you. They try to run the game on you. And if they can't get over on you, now they mad about that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause that ain't what I came. An older cat grab me, you know what I'm saying? My Uncle Derek put his arm around me and really, like, you know?
Yeah.
Let really you know what's going on. Really changed my whole trajectory. He really did something positive. Like what Uncle D, it wouldn't be no Rod Wave, wouldn't be no 5 years platinum, wouldn't be all these millions of dollars, wouldn't be all these kids and all these charities. It wouldn't be none of this stuff without one older guy who had already been through it and did it. And the fact that he put his arm around a young cat that he saw had a little light in him, who had his head, his mind on straight, that he can help and fix and guide. He took his time out and dedicated a part of his life to that. And he gone. He not even here no more. And what he did, all this you see right here, just because of, you know what I'm saying, what? And it didn't take nothing. It didn't take, you know what I'm saying? He could have hated on my game. He could have kept, you know, he could have did, but he put his arm around me, bro, and he laced me up. And he saved me by 8, 9 years, you know, a bump in my head. He saved me. So my boot, he laced me up. So it was like, when I was trying to, when it came to me and my peers, I was already ahead of them. I was already sharper because
he already gave you the game. He already gave
me up. You see what I'm saying?
if he could see you now, see what you've become,
Yeah.
and to know that at some point in time, he put his arm around you, he embraced you and said, hey, I see things in your future, bro. I see you going places that you don't even see you going. You don't even know you going there, but I see it in you.
Yeah, that's what he did. He told me, and he was such a serious dude. Like, you know, he did 14 years in the Fed. So when he came home and he came and got me, I was like, damn, cause I knew I was hard, but I wasn't disciplined.
Right.
So when he came and got me, I was like, well, I must be the truth, boy, this nigga. So it made me tighten up, like, made me disciplined, made me, you feel?
Apparently, Rod Wave and Boosie still got beef. I remember hearing this not too long ago, and I ain't gonna be too long with it. Check out the music entertainment playlist. You know, Rod Wave sounded like he looked up to Boosie, and Boosie looked at it as plagiarism. I mean, we seen it before. Cisco Thong Song, and what was the dude? Got thumbs like a truck. He sued him. They was supposed to be cool. You know, Rod Wave's basically saying that you don't even own your music. I went to your record label. I offered you $100K. You was like, keep it. And Boosie mad about it. And I mean, it is what it is, man. You be wondering how beef start, or just talking about rap beef start over some stupid money, a girl. He didn't want to give me a feature. He was charging me for a feature. He didn't want to do a feature for a feature. It's just, you know, emotional stuff that dudes should be able to move on from. Yeah, Boosie can say, well, Rod Wave is a plagiarizer. He plagiarized. He steals. I mean, you know, it was the same way in the 90s when samples, you know, became really, really huge, you know, where you had, you know, people suing, you know, rappers for using samples. You know, I mean, P-Rock and CL Smooth had a song about that. I believe it was called Straighten It Out. You know, he said, you know, we put it in the SV High 100 and loop it, and, you know, now they want to sue me, but fans never boo me. You know what I'm saying? He was rapping about that. So, you know, as far as, you know, plagiarism going on, I mean, you know, they had a whole, you know, with the Cameron dropped that that diss about Jay-Z, I'm not a writer, I'm a biter. I forget the name of Swagger Jacking. And, you know, all the lines that Jay-Z stole from different, you know, and at the end of the day, you can say a lot of Jay-Z's fans said it was homage. You know, Rod Wood fans would say it was homage. You know, as a man, they should just go ahead and speak instead of going back and forth. You a B, you this, you that, this, that, and the third. And, you know, as an OG in the game, you know, Boosie just hash that out, bro. Hash that out. If Young Bull want to give you $100K for it, hey, call it even. You know, him sampling your shit and paying you for it, it ain't degrading your music. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I feel them. You know, if something that you made, you know, you see it on YouTube a lot. You know, somebody reviews somebody's video and they review their video, get more views, and they get mad. Ain't no point of it. If you couldn't make it jump and somebody else make it jump, it is what it is. You know, still more publicity for you. But I feel them. It's something that you made yourself, and they still. I remember Boosie talking about how Bone Crusher allegedly ended up with Never Scared, and that was some rappers out of Mississippi song. So I definitely understand it, you know, and you know, it is what it is. But Rod Wave said, you know, I looked up to them, man. There was, you know, they was guys I looked up to, and I think Boosie should look at it from that standpoint of view. But like I said, there's a lot of bravado going on there. You know, I mean, like I said, I don't dislike Rod Wave, but it's really not my generation. It seemed like he always crying. You know, always complaining about, seemed depressing ass music. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it seemed to me. It's depressing. I'm just tired of hearing that hybrid of rapping and singing. I just wish music rap go back to diversity when, you know, everybody pretty much had their own sound. Yeah, you knew somebody was St. Louis or somebody was from New York, but they had their own unique, you know, sound. You feel what I'm saying? You know, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, you know, but you know, for the most part, I definitely understand it, man. But you know, we you know, everybody want to, you know, the rap game need, you know, cohesiveness. Boosie as the OG in the game should settle that score with him. Ain't no need to get on the internet, call him a B and all this type of stuff. Hash it out, or guess what? We ain't gonna agree. Let's just not speak on it no more. And we know Rod Wave went on Club Shay, and he spoke on it. And, you know, Boosie should just be an adult and be the bigger man and just, hey, man. Yeah, I ain't even going to speak on it no more. You know? So, If he said pull up and let's crunch numbers, I got 100K for you, or if he paid the record label for the right to clear the lyrics or clear whatever he used, he did it that way. You can be mad, you know, your business should have been together. You should own your own lyrics, and you don't, so you can't get mad at him. Can't get mad at him. You know, he went through the proper precautions, and if he really did try to throw you some bread, you know, off GP, and you was like, nah, F that, and this, that, and the third. I mean, shit, what else you want him to do? It don't seem like the young dude was trying to be disrespectful. It seemed like he was trying to hash shit out. You just was mad about it. And that's why a lot of the younger generation don't respect the OGs, because they handle shit the wrong way. They don't know how to be the bigger man. They don't know how to be the bigger man. They don't know how to take the higher road. They just immature, a lot of them. You know, you ain't got to call him a B, you a hoe, you this, that, and the third. Like, bro, the nigga was beefing with Fredro, beefing with Rod Wave, all these young dudes. You know what I'm saying? Hash that shit out, man. That's just my thing about it. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link in the description, find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.
Shay, who are some artists that music you like?
Who I've been listening to? I've been listening to No Cap. I like pain music because I go through
like Raw Wave.
I mean, like if Raw Wave come on, I ain't telling nobody not to turn it off. But
so what happened with Raw Wave?
Basically he had sampled.
If you wanted your money.
Not sampled. I'm not gonna say sample. He took the song name, the words, everything. And I mean, and it's like the third, fourth time. It's not the first time. Mm-hmm. You know. So basically I was just saying, give me something. Like, you ain't gonna do this to what we were talking about, Master P, Jermaine Dupri. You ain't gonna do this to them. Yeah. You gonna get they cut. I done seen this in people's albums where they already send them their stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't own nothing but a little bitty percentage of it. You ain't gonna give me nothing. Like if you don't stand up for what people gonna run over you. And ever since that situation, I done got probably my publishing on 10 different records from people across the country. Just calling me, just for me standing.
When he first said, well, Boosie brought up, I'm gonna need y'all to pay me, Rod Wave made a video like, you don't gotta sue me, just pull up, you know what I'm saying? We'll figure something out. And now it's turning into, well, you didn't own it in the first place and blah, 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 but nobody got paid for it. Oh. So somebody needs to get paid, wrong, right? Man. Even if he doesn't own it, if Warner owns it and you sampled it, you still got to pay somebody.
Now Warner's like, oh, where's our check?
Yeah, they getting ready to get involved, and that's.
I know who I paid, guys. Yeah. Searchlight Publishing.
That's right. Multinational, man. They gonna get their money.
They definitely gonna get their money if Boosie don't get his. But Boosie was upset because he's like, y'all don't do this to P and Jay-Z and this, that, and the other, and y'all think y'all can do it to me. I'm like, well, I mean,
why not calling for the feature?
Yeah,
that's right. On a remix.
Yeah.
But
that's an old era hopping on the remix. Yeah, so they don't do that no more.
Yeah, they don't do that.